जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हो जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी। 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 यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। ओ जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओ हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Everyone, all devotees, okay with English? Everyone understand English? Yes? Yes? We are in America, so English is important.
इंग्लिश ओके ओके कह रही हैं.
हाँ, माता जी सब समझते हैं. ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः.
स्पेशल रिक्वेस्ट की ये आगे.
चंचली बना सकती है ऐसा तो. अजानुलंबितो भजो कनकवदातो संकीर्तनेकपित्रो कमलायताक्षो विशंबरो द्विजबरो युगधर्मपालो वंदे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदवनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं. वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे. I can't hear. Everyone together. Hare Krishna कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम राम. One more time. Hare Krishna कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. First of all, big clapping for the host. धनलक्ष्मी माता जी की जय. हाँ, what happened?
echo बीच वाला बटन.
Okay. After the busy schedule at Hawaii, at Houston, Shrimad Bhagavad Katha in Houston, and then Badger Festival, also very intense and very busy. Lot of Hari Katha and so much reciprocation with devotees. And after all that, finally to settle down in Seattle, today we are going to we're going to start our Hari Katha session from Monday to which day? Saturday. Every evening Hari Katha. On Saturday we are having Rath Yatra, so everyone is prepared for that. Invite your friends and your relatives
and family
and your family members and your own selves. Invite yourselves. Today, I was meditating on this topic, reciprocation. It's a beautiful word, reciprocation. Na? If we get reciprocation, we feel top of the world, we feel so happy. If we don't get reciprocation, we feel in a different way. Reciprocations are of many types, and our reciprocations are of many types means many different levels. Yes, we all feel that, right? We don't get reciprocation, how if we feel? And if we get reciprocation, then it's another level. It's such an important topic. But there is something called material reciprocation. Then there is something which is called spiritual reciprocation. So, about material reciprocations, we are all familiar with. We, in our daily lifestyle, we reciprocate with so many people, at our workplace, our relatives, etc. But that's not my subject today, because we all familiar with that. What we have to focus and concentrate is the reciprocation of Krishna and the devotees of Krishna. That should be our meditation, and that should be our center. Remembering the reciprocation of Krishna. There are numerous examples which gives us so much inspiration and lessons. And that makes a firm faith and belief that Krishna is going to reciprocate with us one day. Yes or no? Am I right or wrong? I'm wrong. What I said, focus on this. This is how I was interacting and training the kids in Bajar festival. Intentionally I was saying something wrong to check who's going to correct me. So for example, I said Krishna lifted Govardhan hill for 4 days and 4 nights. And everyone was quiet. I said, is it right? They said yes. I said, no, this is wrong. So what I said, we are hoping for a day when Krishna is going to reciprocate with us. Yes or no? Now we all getting confused. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
No. Because he already began reciprocating. What to speak of waiting for the day when he is going to reciprocate? He is already reciprocating. So my statement is wrong. Diksha kale bhakt kare atma samarpan. Sai kale Krishna kare tar atmasam. When we accept Diksha, or when we come across devotees, we start follow this procedure, this process. This itself is the reciprocation of Krishna. Otherwise, no one can get the proximity with Krishna unless he don't want to reciprocate. So what are the examples where Krishna is not reciprocating? Is there any example where Krishna is not reciprocating? Do Krishna reciprocate with karmis? Do Krishna reciprocate with yogis? Yes. How they are living, how they are surviving. This entire creation is a reciprocation of Krishna. Anvay Vyatirek, direct and indirectly. We can't live without, even 1 second we can't live without the reciprocation of Krishna. No matter if you worship him and if you don't worship him. So anyone can hear this and take advantage of this being lazy is that, oh, if Krishna is reciprocating with everyone, then what is the point of spending time chanting about him and all this khat worship? What is the need of association? He's reciprocating, but not equally. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Samoham sarvoteshu name dveshti asti name priya. I am equal to everyone. I don't make my enemies and I don't make my friends. And I'm equal to everyone. So is it true? We see equality in the dealings of Krishna? No. There's no equality there. It's been seen he is partial. Because this is only just the first line of the Bhagavad Gita. Samoham sarvoteshu na dveshti asti name priya. I'm equal to everyone. I'm not enmity to anyone. I'm not friend to everyone. But we have to focus on the second line. So those who want to take advantage of the words of Krishna, they focus on the first line. Oh, he's equal to everyone. But devotees, they focus on the second line. Je bhajantu mam bhaktaya tam teshu tapiham. But those who worship me, I'm naturally inclined towards them. First he's saying, I'm equal to everyone. And this has been seen in human nature also. We are trying to understand the God nature, but human nature. We are equal to everyone. I mean, if you're in airplane or train somewhere, you just greet everyone. Hello, hi, thank you so much. May I help you, etc. We don't see that who's my friend, who's my enemy. It's just like we are co-passengers. But if someone is really caring for you in flight, in your some health issues, or lifting your bag and putting on the bunk upstairs, then naturally some love overflows. So, Je bhajantu mam bhaktaya. One who worship me, I am naturally inclined and I am partial to them, no doubt. But still I maintain equality. But in that nature of my maintaining equality, I sometimes get bound to be partial towards others. Because of one important factor, and the fundamental principle of that factor is devotion. And I get attracted towards that. That's my nature. What can I do? And therefore Krishna took this promise in Bhagavad Gita. Ye yatha mam pravadante tam sathe bhajameham. What is the meaning?
The way Sadak worship me, I also reciprocate in the same fashion.
As you worship me, I reciprocate you proportionately. That's the promise of Krishna. You see, Lord Ram, he came to forest in exile and he met Shabri there. You know the example of Shabri? And she was collecting those berries and she was throwing away those sour berries and keeping aside sweet ones, longing and waiting for Lord Ram to come. So there are two versions of the story, which common version which we are always hearing. She was tasting those sweet berries and then she was offering to Lord Ram. Ram came there and she is offering those sweet ones to him, her own remnants. बचपन से ही सुनते आए, झूठे फल शबरी के खाए, है ना, सुना ना? But Gurudev gave another story of this. The pastime of Bhagwan Ram is full of maryada, full of etiquette. And all devotees, along with Lord Ram, never ever transgress the maryada, the etiquette. Hai? So our Srila Gurudev describing, Shabri can't do this, giving her own remnants to Lord Ram. what she was doing? She was collecting berries from different trees, and those berries which are sour in taste, she was rejecting those trees, not only just berries. But she was collecting berries from the trees which are sweet in taste, and then collecting that for Lord Ram to come. Because this is Maryada Leela. It's not Krishna Leela. No? If it is Krishna Leela, then it's a different case. He's snatching from the mouth of his devotees and devotees snatching from his mouth. But this is Maryada Purushottam Leela. So everything is on some Siddhanta, some philosophy. So Lord Ram appeared, Shri Ram came in her cottage, and Shabri, the very first thing is service. Service. Even if, when the guests come home, oh, it's hot day, please have some water. You're serving them. Devotees came home, then Lakshmi Mataji, first of all, service. First I want to give, then I will receive. But this receiving is also service. Because you are receiving a transcendental knowledge, not any material gifts from anyone here. Understand? We are all collectively congregation, we are singing and we are giving Hari Katha. So it's give and take. Philosophy is material, but spiritual, everything is giving. Guru also gives, disciple also gives. But then someone can ask in between, then who is taking? No one is taking, everyone is giving. So spiritual world language is different from material world language. And because we are familiar with material world language, we try to connect with spiritual world also. That's totally different domain, a different dimension there. So when Shri Ram came in the cottage of Shabri, first she offered berries, serve Lord Ram. And then what Shri Ram did there? Just ate berries and went away? He started giving what? Instructions. And what he gave instruction? Amongst other instructions, he gave the instruction of, इसको थोड़ा उधर कर दो, ये मेरे को सुला रहा है. Making me lazy. That's better. है ना? Now you all sleep. So what Lord Ram was giving in return? How he is reciprocating? Lord always reciprocate in some way or the other. How Shri Ram was reciprocating? Giving some shiksha, teachings. And amongst all those teachings, which is important? He gave the teaching of Navvida Bhakti, 9 limbs of Bhakti, Shavanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. So it's not only Prahlad Maharaj, but Lord Ram also gave this teaching to Shabari. This was a reciprocation of Shri Ram to his devotee Shabari. And in many other cases, not all reciprocation can be same, but those who serve Lord Ram, like Kevat. Who was Kevat? The boatman. He was serving Lord Ram. He made Ram to cross the river. And what he got in return? Shri Ram reciprocated with him by allowing him to wash his feet. So do we think Shri Ram is very simple and he don't understand? He is ignorant like us. When Shri Ram requested Kevat, boatman, can you cross this river? The boatman said, no, I'm very scared and fearful of your feet. Because recently I heard, you step on one stone and a stone turned to woman. है ना? कौन? आपसे पूछा? Ahilya. Stone became a woman called Ahilya. Yeah. So if you step on my boat, if this boat will become a woman, how am I going to survive? This is my livelihood. This is my living. How am I going to survive if this become a woman? Then Lakshman smiled. Ah. Shri Ram said, no, don't worry. Nothing is going to happen. He said, no, I want to test. I want to test first. I want to rub your feet. I want to wash your feet. Then I will test if my hands or if I become a woman or not. If I am going to become a woman or not. So if you think Ram is that simple, he don't understand this. He said, okay then, because we have to cross the river and there is no other option, Lakshmana said, go ahead, wash the feet of Lord Ram. And he washed the feet of Lord Ram and he took Charnamrit. So he don't understand, this was the reciprocation of Shri Ram. Then reciprocation towards his enemies. Ravan, Kumbhakaran and Indrajit. When Shri Ram killed Ravan, or when Ram was fighting with Ravan, battlefield, there came a smile on his face. And Lakshman, brother Lakshman asked, Bhaiya, oh brother, fight is always done with some anger mood. And I am seeing you are shooting arrows to Ravan to kill him, but you are also smiling. And what's the secret in that? Shri Ram replied, Lakshman, I don't know why I am feeling so much bliss fighting with this Ravan. It seems like he is my servant from ages. The pleasure I am driving by fighting with him, it feels like he is my servant from ages. Which is true, because who's Ravan? Jay and Vijay, the servants in Vaikuntha. And for this very reason, Jay and Vijay came as Ravan and Kumbhakaran to give pleasure to the Lord with the art of fight. So after Ravan got killed, what's the reciprocation of Shri Ram towards Ravan? He sent Lakshman, Vibhishan, go and perform the last rites of Ravan. So why Prabhu, why can't you go? Maryada. He sent his representative Lakshman, but not Shri Ram, because he is representing Ayodhya and Ravan is enemy. So also maintaining that Maryada as being king, representing Ayodhya, but also his personal friendship with Ravan. Not friendship means a Maryada towards his enemy because he was a very brave warrior. So Lakshman, you go and perform this reciprocation. The bird Jatayu, eagle, Jatayu being eagle, he came forward to fight with Ravan when Ravan was kidnapping Sita. And Ravan with his sword, he chopped off the wings of Jatayu. Shri Ram, when he was in search of where is my Sita, where is my Sita, where is my Sita, and he found this Jatayu crying and weeping, Ram, Ram, Ram. And then Jatayu told, I'm an eagle, I can see which direction, I have very far vision, I can see which direction Ravan took Sita Devi. And Jatayu got killed by Ravan there. He died on the lap of Shri Ram. And how Shri Ram reciprocated with the Jatayu? He did his last rites with his own hands. Cremation. Done by Lord. We praying one day when we leave this world, may our last rites be done by devotees, not by non-devotees. It's such an important decision of the life. Many devotees, they sign their will verbally. Some devotees told me, our God sister, she told Maharaj, when I'm going to leave this world, make sure you do my last rites. But who knows if I go before her? But that's her wish. So sometimes it is in written, sometimes it's verbally, right? क्या बोल रहा था? हाँ.
Ram performed his last.
हाँ, Shri Ram performed. How fortunate! What auspicious event is that? Living body in the middle of devotees, and they are performing our last rites. What can be more great fortune than this? Otherwise, if non-devotees performing this, we are not going to get benefit for the next life. We are always concerned about this life, and even in this life we are concerned about our future. We do investments, we do savings, everything for the sake of future. Where is the investment for the next life? Because there has to be a life after this life. That's not the last life. Yes or no?
Yes.
We are hearing every day so many news. So what we are doing for the next life? Think about this. If we are always taking care of our body, our family, our home, our relative, so much focus on the body health, mental health, but not focusing on the future life, the body is going to collapse one day. It can be any day, at any age. There is no, we say age is a number. Yes, according to this perspective too. Age is just a number. Just today I heard someone 54 years age, just today afternoon. Huh? Such a intellectual personality, scientist from NASA. He came home, he took lunch in his room for a short nap, finish.
Easy going. Most people don't have it like that.
Easy going, yes. So wife came after 2 hours to check what's wrong, why is he not up, and he's gone. Easy going. But easy going is not important. Devotee going is very important. Devotional going is very important. Easy going is again easy, but devotional going is something very, very important. And how devotional going means? One who practice every day of life, then this devotional practice helps in the last moment. You know, Hana?
One devotee from Bhinda.
Bhinda?
Bhinda.
Ah.
Yeah, Ram Prabhu ji.
I'll show you one video. Such a beautiful. I mean, I want to go like that. Everyone want to.
Everyone. Such a
Yeah,
nice.
देखा? I'll show you. It's just only 2 minutes video. Ekadashi night in Purushottam month, because it's Purushottam month, so they were observing Ekadashi night Kirtan. All devotees, and he was also singing. But then he started dancing, beads in his hands, chanting, and he started dancing and then he collapsed there. And devotees thought for a while he got tired. No, just tired. He's sleeping. But after few seconds, they came to check on him and he's finished. This is not called easy going. This is called devotional going. Such a gracious living. Such a fortunate. We have to prepare for this day. Anyway, the topic is reciprocation. Don't get scared. This is how Shri Ram reciprocating with everyone, even to enemies, and even to his friends. His reciprocation to Vibhishan, who sacrificed his entire kingdom. He was thrown away from his kingdom. But after Ravan got killed, when everyone came to Ayodhya along with Shri Ram and Sita Devi, Shri Ram sent Vibhishan, you go to Lanka. Rule over Lanka. This country belongs to you. Vibhishan said, I have no interest. I just want to serve your lotus feet. है ना? Ruling, enjoying kingdom in comparison with the service of Lord Ram, insignificant. If ruling kingdom would have been his intent, then he would have not ever opposed his own brother Ravan and was stayed back there. But he came to Ram. And then Shri Ram sent Vibhishan forcefully. Please go and take care of Lanka. Shri Ram also reciprocated with Sugriv. Oh Sugriv, you helped me a lot. Now go and Kishkinda. Rule over Kishkinda. But none of them wanted to leave Shri Ram. None of them. But Shri Ram said, you all are my representative, it's all my kingdoms. As my representative, go there and establish dharma and take care of your subjects. But only one personality never wants to leave Shri Ram. Who was that? Hanuman. He said, Prabhu, don't even look at me. When Shri Ram was assigning everyone, take your own kingdoms back, and when he looks towards Hanuman, Hanuman turned his face around. No eye contact. Don't you ever say, Hanuman, go back to Kishkinda. Don't look in my eyes, because I'm not going to obey this. I obeyed all your orders, but please don't ever say this. I'm not going to leave this to Pada, means to divine lotus feet. When the point comes to this level, then Lord starts shaking. Because these kind of devotees, so Vibhishan is also devotee, Sugriv is a devotee, but different levels of devotion. But Hanuman devotion surpasses the devotion of all others. So when level come to this kind of devotee and devotion, then Lord start trembling and shaking, because how to reciprocate? How to reciprocate? They don't need anything. Salokya shashti samipye sarupe ekapayut dhyamana nagrananti vinamat sevanam jana. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavan is saying, I give Salokya, means 5 kind of liberation. Anyone knows 5 kind of liberation? You heard recently. Why not making notes?
Living close to the Lord.
Yes.
Merging with the Lord.
Yes. Living close to the Lord. Which mukti is that? Samipya. Right. Then merging in the Lord. Which mukti is that? Wrong. Sayujya. Living in the same abode of the Lord. Salokya, right? Then having the same form as the Lord. Which is that? Syapa nahi? Sarupe. Sarupe Syapa. So these are 5. Dhyamana grananti vinamat sevanam jana. Bhagavan is saying, I want to give these 5 liberation to devotees, but then what they say? Give us. We don't want this liberation, we want your seva. We just want your seva, nothing else. At that level of devotee, then Bhagavan get in trouble. How to reciprocate? है ना? Mukti dadatit kahachit samana bhakti yoga. You understanding? Everyone understanding what I am saying? These are different references with example in the verses from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and Ramayana to illustrate what is the meaning of reciprocation. है ना? Krishna is saying, Dhyamana grananti vina mat sevanam jana. क्या बोला अभी लास्ट में? मुक्ति ददाति कहर्चित समान भक्ति योग. Ah. Sometimes to my devotees I do give liberation, but Samana Bhakti Yoga, I keep my devotion secret and hidden with me. I don't give this so easy to anyone. You know? But one who is after my life, then I cannot help it. I want this, I want this, I want this. Then he has to give his devotion. So in many cases we see reciprocation is easy, but in other cases it's not easy. Example, Draupadi. How Krishna reciprocated with Draupadi. What Draupadi gave to Krishna? क्या दिया?
A piece of her sari.
Sorry.
Not her
Piece
sari,
of- piece
a
of
piece of hers. How long was that piece?
Just to cover.
Just to cover the finger, it's tiny. And each and every thread of that tiny small piece of that cloth was reciprocated by big saris. How many threads in your sari? Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, Mataji, how many threads in your sari? Millions.
Easy.
Hmm?
Easy millions.
Infinite. Ananta. Infinite. You can't count. Something which we can't count, then we say infinite. This is how he reciprocated with Draupadi. Because Draupadi asked for reciprocation. Hey Govind, rakho laaj, ab to jeevan hari. Hey Govind, please help me. Now I am in this situation. She didn't want it to trouble Govinda, but understanding the situation, then she asked for reciprocation. And Krishna came over the scene and supplied so many saris. Means in one bhajan it says that Krishna incarnated as saris and wrapped over Draupadi to save his devotee, to save Draupadi. So they asked for reciprocation. Gajendra, when he was sinking, he was dying, what he said? When she hear my lecture, she write down in a piece of paper and stick to wall somewhere, and every day she is like meditating on that. I saw there. Ekanto na yassa na kanchanartham. Very good. Ati adbhut sumangalam gayanti anand samudra. Why nervous? What is the meaning? Okay, meaning.
The meaning is, O Lord, I want the association of your devotees, those devotees who are one-pointed, who don't want anything from you. They're always absorbed in your pastimes, your auspicious pastimes. All pastimes of the Lord are auspicious, and that's also confirmed by the gopis in Gopi Gita and in other places as well. And
He said Gopi Geet?
no, I'm just saying it's also confirmed that the pastimes of the Lord are always auspicious, no matter. So please give me that association of those devotees who don't want anything from you. And he's dying, or he's on the verge of death, and this is what he's praying for. So indirectly he was calling for the Lord, because nobody prays like that to Lord Brahma or Indra. They're always praying for material.
You just repeating all my lecture. I just want to know that. You're good. This is a good translation. So everyone understand? He didn't ask for any protection. He's only asking for the association of devotees. This is one example. Now coming to Braj. Chalo Vrindavan chalo. Yes? All other examples rest aside. Come to Vrindavan. मन चल रे वृंदावन धाम, श्री राधे राधे गाएंगे, है ना? मन चल वृंदावन चलिए, जिथे रहंदे ने श्यामल श्याम. ये आप लोग नहीं समझोगे. वृंदावन में क्या? Oh, what's happening in Vrindavan? What kind of reciprocation rare in Vrindavan?
वात्सल्य, माधुर्य, सख्य,
सीक्वेंस में बोला करो.
सख्य, वात्सल्य,
No,
माधुर्य.
where Dasya gone?
Shant.
Raj Dasya is very little.
No,
Though
Shant
it
is little. Dasya is there.
Dasya is there in everything actually.
That's a different topic. Krishna is reciprocating with Dasya Ras. What is the quality of Dasya Ras? Possessiveness. And then comes Sakhya Ras, friendship mood. What is the quality of friendship mood? Vishambhara Seva. Serving Krishna with no.
Equality.
Huh?
Mindness.
Equality.
Equality. This is called Vishambhara Seva. Then the quality Vatsalya Ras. What is the quality of Vatsalya Ras?
Care. Care.
Caring, nurturing, nourishing. है ना? So Krishna is reciprocating with these three important rasas: Dasya, Sakhya and Vatsalya Ras. But there is only one and only whole soul, one ras, Madhur Ras, in which all the gopis falls in this ras. Madhurya Ras, right? Madhur Ras, Adya Ras, Shingar Ras. All kind of gopis. Means those who are favorable to Radharani, those who are unfavorable to Radharani, those are neutral ones, and those who are well-wisher ones. Surit Paksha, Vipaksha, Swapaksha, Tatastha, right? So Krishna is reciprocating with Chandravali, the counterpart of Shri Radharani. Krishna is also reciprocating with Shabya, Padma, all these gopis. But when it comes to Radharani, that's the only and only one level where Krishna find defeat and he say, I cannot reciprocate. All other examples, he's very proud. He's feeling so comfortable saying that I reciprocate with everyone. I reciprocate with Arjun, I reciprocate with Prahlad, I reciprocate everyone, even Sudama. Wow, this is the best example of reciprocation. One time, one devotee hearing Bhagavad Katha in India, medium class family, he said, wish I can become a poor Sudama. Why?
Krishna will give us
No, I'm going to offer Krishna handful of
rice.
raw cheap price, and in return what I'm going to get? Palace. So greedy, huh? How Krishna reciprocated with Sudama so much. He gave Sudama so much, but accepting it was not the matter of just handful of cheap rice. The affection and love in that cheap rice, which Sudama didn't want it to offer, but Krishna snatched. Just like Shri Mahaprabhu, he also snatched away from कौन सी दुकान पे?
दुकान सब्जी वाला दुकान
सब्जी वाला नाम तो बोलो.
श्रीधर।
Shridhar, one devotee, one associate of Mahaprabhu. He's in a marketplace selling some vegetables, some banana, flower, banana leaves and all that. And there are so many other rich shopkeepers, but Mahaprabhu always coming in his shop and stealing and snatching and running away. And he always used to cry, "Oh Nimai, why are you troubling me alone? There's so many rich ones, just go to them. They're very wealthy. I'm so poor, you're only coming to trouble me. I hardly get any customer." है ना? तो Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say, this is a verse, भक्त द्रव्य प्रभु काड़ी काड़ी खाए, अभक्त द्रव्य प्रभु उलटते ना जाए. Dravya means preps. When it comes to the preps of the devotees, Krishna himself comes and snatch and steal and he eat. But when it comes to non-devotees, even though there are 56 preps, Krishna don't even want to look at them because of non-devotee. Like Duryodhan, he offered 56 preps. Say, Prabhu, Krishna, please come and eat. He said, no, Duryodhan. There's some terms and condition to eat someone's house. First of all, there has to be some love. Secondly, जब कुछ काम बन रहा हो,
I need something from you.
when objective is fulfilled. Yeah. If I come as like a business client, if my objective is fulfilled with you, then if you offer something, then I'm eating. But if you reject my objective and reject my contract, then there's no point of eating there. है ना? So my objective is not getting fulfilled here, Duryodhan. I came as a messenger of peace, and I want harmony, but you're not accepting this. I'm not hungry. And of course, you don't have any love for me. But immediately when he left the palace of Duryodhan, he felt appetite. I'm so hungry. I need something to eat. Anything, something. And he went to Vidur. And what he ate there? Huh? Bananas. Banana pills. This is reciprocation. In terms of, Madhurya Ras means woman loving Krishna. So in Mathura, Kubja, 3 bent form Kubja, she fell in love with Krishna. What she gave to Krishna? Just sandalwood paste on his forehead. And in reciprocation, Krishna made Kubja straight and beautiful. Everyone's eyes was wide open to see what magic is this. What's happening? Understand? Krishna reciprocated with Kubja. But Kubja invited Krishna because she got lusty to see Krishna. And overpowered by that lust, she wanted to serve Krishna. Of course, this lust is for Krishna, not any ordinary human being. So that's why this is still better. But very third class. I would say C class. It's called Sadharni Rati. Simple, ordinary kind love. Just love. Just a lust and want to serve Krishna. She invited Krishna, please come my home. She held clothes of Krishna, pulling Krishna. And Krishna said, I'll come some other time. Because Krishna is not after lust. He's after love. Therefore, he didn't feel any appealing there to reciprocate with Kubja in that sense. Then, but he already reciprocated with Kubja about sandalwood paste and made her beautiful. When it comes to the queens of Dwarka, they also have love for Krishna, right? They gave everything to Krishna. And how Krishna reciprocated with them? How Krishna reciprocated with the queens?
One example is when Satyabhama did man. Krishna said, call that daughter of Satyajit. And then she got afraid, scared, and she immediately came surrendering to Krishna. So they get scared by doing man to Krishna.
No, but how Krishna is reciprocating with the queens?
By giving them big
By giving them instructions, and they hear Krishna, so they can't order Krishna. Krishna can order and get work done from them,
Hmm.
but they can't order Krishna. They can't dictate any terms.
अच्छा और
By giving them opportunity to serve him and to have a good, healthy family life.
good healthy family life. They giving love to Krishna and Krishna giving love back to them and giving them 11 children, each and every queen. Na? But when it comes to the Vrindavan gopis, did Krishna give any children to them? Some stupid people who have no understanding, and for them Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, actually Krishna cursed them in Bhagavad Gita by saying, Avajanti ma mudam manushya tanum ashrita. Those people don't understand my transcendental nature. They are mahamuda, means very foolish. They think the conjugal pastime of Radha Krishna is as a lusty pastime, and they involved in any kind of lust there. If that would have been the case, then none of the gopis have children. You understand? Once upon a time, Gurudev was giving this example. He went to, in Parikrama, we all went to Nandagaon, and the local Pujari Panda, he introduced the altar. So this is Nand Maharaj, this is Yashoda Maiya, this is Balaram, this is Krishna, and this is Radharani, who married with Krishna here in Nandagaon. And Gurudev heard this, he became very upset. This is against Gaudiya Siddhanta. Because Krishna never married to Radharani. And when Gurudev took mic, he openly said this. These priests of Nandagaon, they claim themselves to be Brajvasis. I doubt. Not doubt, I am firm, faith, they are not Brajvasis at all. What are you saying? This is in-laws of Radharani? And then Radharani married to Krishna? Then Gurudev gave examples. If Radharani would have married to Krishna, why are they meeting secretly then? What is the point of meeting secretly? They could have just meet. They can go along each other. Why they have to secretly meet each other in different kunjas and different locations? Why this whole story of keeping one flower on one ear, karnyo karnikaram, to indicate the gopis, please come there, because he is nervous, because his elder brother Balaram is walking with him. And Krishna is so smart. Krishna Balaram walking together with 900,000 cows, and Krishna said, Baldev Prabhu, you are my elderly person, always have to be in front. I am your younger, I have to be in the back. It's so clever, huh? Baldev Prabhu said, no, we are equal, we walk together. No, you are elder brother, you should walk. But the whole intent of Krishna is, I am going to walk behind you because I have to give indications to gopis. And I don't want my elder brother to see me. But even then he was a little reluctant. So, he put one karnika flower. One, not two. Sometime here, sometime here. That's the indication to the gopis, I'm going to meet you this direction. And if he's here, then I'm meeting you this direction. Anna? So why he has to meet secretly then, gopis? There is no any open meeting. There is always secret meeting. So what is the point if Radharani married to Krishna? Then Gurudev said, Krishna married 16,108 queens in Dwarka, and every queen gave birth to 11 children. And here, if Radharani would have married to Krishna, there was no child. So what do you think? Our worshipable, our Ishta Radharani, she is a barren lady? Logically. So he is giving reference from scriptures and also logics, which made all those priests became very upset and disappointed. Gurudev said, I don't care. I am going to boldly speak our Gaudiya Siddhanta taught by Rup Goswami and Bhaktivinoda Thakur. है ना? तो क्या बोल रहा था?
Means reciprocation.
Madhurya.
No, I was saying those stupid people, nonsense, stupid what I say. And Krishna is telling them, Mahamooda means most foolish people who think my pastimes are ordinary and material. And they try to relate the material reciprocation or material pastimes with me. Whereas, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. My birth and my pastimes are not simple. They are divya, means they are transcendental. And we try, and people, foolish people, try to understand with the material knowledge. They're going to get hell for this. And they say, oh, the Radha Krishna pastime is like a lusty pastime. They're in a private room and they're satisfying their lust with no child. This is not the case. क्या हो गया? छोड़ो ना, focus on katha, Baba. Let bees, flies, mosquitoes, spiders, coyotes, let them come. This bumblebee. Don't worry. Focus on what I am saying. Don't get confused if anyone speak nonsense. It's totally absurd. It's totally nonsense. This is the Madhurya Ras is the only important domain where Krishna surrendered to Radharani. And while surrendered to Radharani, he said, Na pareham nirvadya samjam. O Radhe, I cannot repay your love. No reciprocation can possible there. Krishna defeated there. Ye yatha maam prabadante tam sadhe bajame hum. There's a promise of Krishna. What that means? क्या मतलब?
I will reciprocate howsoever someone.
I reciprocate howsoever one's devoted to me. But say pratigya bhang hoilo gopir bhajane. जहाँ ते प्रमाण श्री कृष्ण मुख वचने. क्या मतलब?
But this is no longer true when it comes to my devotees.
से प्रतिज्ञा भंग होइलो. थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी जैसा बंगाली है ना. से प्रतिज्ञा भंग होइलो गोपीर भजने. This promise of Krishna broke in reciprocation with the Braj gopis. There he can't reciprocate. Ya Mahabhaja Durjya Gher Shinkhala. It is so difficult to give up family ties. So difficult. Gopis, you are sadhus. With your sadhu nature, just forgive me. Krishna raised his hands. I am surrendered here. This is the only place where reciprocation cannot take place. Whereas all other devotees, some way or the other, there is some reciprocation. More or less. Even in Braj, giving pleasure to Yashoda Maya, to Nand Baba, Maya is feeling so much happy with notorious activities of Krishna. With Sakhas jumping on their shoulder, snatching food. Reciprocation is there. But only in Madhur Ras, in Radharani and the Braj Gopis, reciprocation cannot take place there. Because this word, this sentence which Krishna spoke, he never said to any other devotee in the entire history. Take all the Vedas, all the Puranas of Mahabharata, Vedanta Sutra, whatever Grantha. Srimad Bhagavatam. Prithu Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam is asking for how many years? You know how many years? By chance, when we praise someone, some certain words comes. By chance, Prithu, the ruler of the all planet Earth, he just addressed the Lord as Kevalya Pati. Kevalya means liberation, Pati means, oh Lord, you are who can easily bestow liberation. You know? Just like if I'm speaking to you normally, no, he's more rich. So if I'm speaking to you normally, and you say, Anant Prabhu, you know, you are very wealthy, you are a millionaire. So that this easily understandable that because you're a millionaire, I need donation from you. Otherwise, why I have to address this? I can say something else. Understand? So Krishna is very mindful. When we pray to him, don't think he's not understanding. But by just certain words comes which we are not intent to address Krishna like this, and then Krishna make a test on this. Prithu Maharaj, he addressed Krishna as Kevalya Pate, means one who only can bestow liberation. So what is the point of saying even the word liberation there? And Krishna, Lord became very pleased. Oh Prithu, liberation, I'm giving you right away. No, my intent was not to ask liberation. Then why you address me as the one who can bestow liberation, Kevalya Pate? What do you want then? Prithu Maharaj asked for 1000 years. I want 1000 years. Bhagwan starts smiling. What is that? You look so handsome. 1000 years all on your body. You want to make yourself so ugly? Looking so ugly? Why are you wanting 1000 years? He said, no Prabhu, you're not understanding my intent. I want the potency and the strength of 1000 years in these 2 years, so that I can constantly hear your glories. No. So he just randomly said Kevalya Pate, and Lord was immediately ready to give him liberation. But if someone asks for bhakti, he is very careful there. तो ठोक पीट के लेते हैं.
After a lot of consideration.
After a lot of consideration, then he gives that. But only in the worship of the gopis, Radharani, Krishna raised his hands and he said, Na pareham, I cannot, because Braj gopis never ask any reciprocation from Krishna. You give us happiness or sadness, we don't mind. Okay, can we chant the name of Krishna if he's always giving us troubles? I would not. I'm seeking some happiness. That's why I want to do. Very funny point. क्या बोला? ये बच्चा इधर उधर घूमता है, मेरा दिमाग घूम जाता है फिर.
We need happiness by chanting. When we chant Krishna, he starts giving us troubles. Whereas gopis, they say Shishava Padarka.
Will we chant if we do not get
You
happiness?
give us anything, but we still love you.
Gopis never asked anything in return. Point is, the last verse of Shishashtakam. कौन बोलेगा? Don't know? चंचल क्या आप करें? सीनियर डिवोटी हो, आप बताओ. गलत बोलोगे तो भंडारा देना पड़ेगा. प्रैक्टिस रोज करनी चाहिए. समझ गया मैं, वो तो समझ में. बोलो.
Shishava Padarka, Pinashtumam Adarshana, Manmakam Karusha, Yatha Tathava Vidatulam, Matranatha Satyavanaka.
What is the meaning, Vrinda? अच्छा, meaning,
So gopis are
meaning, meaning.
Marathi उधर
अच्छा, okay.
gopis are telling Krishna that you behave like a friend or you go with some other ladies in front of us, but whatever way you behave or whatever way you reciprocate, you are still our master and we keep loving only you.
अश्लिष्य व बदरम तपिनष्टु माम मम दर्शन हाथ व करोतु वा यथा तथा व विद्धातु लंपटो मत प्राणास्तु एव ना परः. Even if you kick us, reject us, not kick us, reject us, by not appearing in front of us, and even if you give us happiness and bliss by coming in front of us, mat pranathastu eva napara. You always be the Lord of our life in any situations. If you give us what? Happiness by appearing, or unhappiness by not appearing in front of us. You always the Lord of our life. Better. The Lord of our life forever. This is the mood Mahaprabhu is saying, and he is speaking in the mood of Radharani. This is Radharani mood. They gave association of everyone. They have no other consideration. Their only consideration is the happiness of Krishna. That's all. And Radharani is the one who served Krishna all times, meditate on Krishna all times, and in very loving way. In very loving way, she sometimes rebuked Krishna. But I always say this, in her harsh words addressing to Krishna, there is so much respect, there is so much love, there is so much possessiveness. Therefore, this is the place where Krishna feels failure. The Supreme Lord, the cause of all causes, failure in front of Radharani, because of her whole soul surrender to Krishna. Nothing is her own, everything for Krishna. Life for Krishna, mind for Krishna, heart for Krishna, senses for Krishna, decoration for Krishna. They only decorate to please Krishna. See? And that's why our sadhan, our practice is to serve Radharani. The aim and object of our philosophy, Gaudiya Vaishnava, is not Krishna, to attain Krishna, but to attain what? Krishna Prem, the service of Krishna, but not independently, only under the guidance of and shelter of Radharani, the way she serving Krishna. That kind of selfless love for Krishna. In all other kind of loves, they are very, a reflection of self-satisfaction is there. A semblance. And it's so subtle in nature, can't be seen. So subtle in nature. But only Radharani. So how is possible? Subtle in nature. In Sakheras, friends. In Vatsalaras, parental mood. Very subtle, which is not even been seen. But there is. And that's why Krishna never said, I cannot repay your debt, to those who are in friendship mood or in parental mood or in the servitor mood. Never he said, I cannot repay your debt. Because still there is some subtle point is there. Only in Madhur Ras, and not even to Chandravali. She is also driving complete satisfaction by serving Krishna. But Radharani is the only one who fully, whole soul surrendered to Krishna. That's why one of her name is Krishnamai. Krishnamai means जहाँ जहाँ नेत्र पड़े तहाँ कृष्ण स्फुरे. Wherever she glances, whatever she feels, whatever her meditation, her life, everything is Krishna. And that's why we call Radhe Radhe. And that's why prior to we take the name of Krishna, we chant Hare Krishna. Hare means what? But why Radharani is Hare? She is not green. Hare means green. No, only Vishaka. No one going to Sanskrit this. I'm catching one by one. I'm catching my students what they learned from the last class until now. So why Radharani is Hare? What is the word significance of the word Hare? कुछ तो बोलो. Focus. Hare. What is the meaning of Krishna? What is the meaning of Krishna?
Lord,
Lord, so everyone is Lord.
who serves Shaktiman mountain.
No. Kishori, what is the meaning Krishna? You guys chant all day, every day. What she said? All attractive one. Correct. Pasiva. Krishna means one who is all attractive. But this is one meaning. The other meaning is, आता है कृषि भूवाचको शब्द नाच निवृत्त वाचका. There are two syllables in the word Krishna. You know, Krishna is not easy. Don't worship Krishna. Leave it. Ram is better. Simple, sober, innocent. Krishna is not easy. Krishna. Krish means Krishi Bhuvachaka Shabdaha. Krish means one who possessed with 6 opulences. Na. And Na. Na means embodiment of bliss. So opulence plus bliss is Krishna, and that's why he is all attractive. The attraction is not just the appearance or his decor. It's all about all opulence plus the bliss makes the word Krishna. That's why it's all attractive. So he attracts everyone. So then why we have to chant Hare prior to Krishna?
She's the one who actually attracts Krishna and उनका mind चुरा लेती है.
यार हरे का मतलब तो होता है हरण करना. ये तो सिंपल है.
Steal.
कम ऑन दीदी. हरे मतलब हरण करना. To steal. Not stainless steel, but steal. You understand? Krishna is stealing butter, right? Krishna is stealing the cloths of the gopis, right? But Radharani is stealing something. What she is stealing? Did she ever stole the butter or the cloths of the sakas? No. What she is stealing?
Krishna heart.
The heart of Krishna. And that's why she is Hare. One who steals heart of Krishna, that's why she is Hare. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Chanchal, what is Ram means? Another, no. Not satisfied. What is Ram means?
Radha Raman. Means Krishna.
Ram is Krishna? No?
Radha Raman जो ठाकुर साहब Radha.
The same thing she is saying.
What she said? I said Krishna.
No, before that what she said?
Yes, Radha Raman. Maybe we have
She said Ram means Radha Raman. Everyone agrees to her?
no different meanings.
What different meaning?
Mr. Radha Raman ke sath jo we had like Mr. Radha Raman was a different Arama. You explained right in class.
No.
It's not Ram Sita. It's still a name for Krishna.
Still the name of Krishna.
Yeah.
But why Ram?
I've heard it's from Radha Raman, so it's from Raman.
Are you sure? I don't agree to her. She's saying Ram here means Radha Raman. Another name of Krishna, Radha Raman, means that Krishna who always gives pleasure to Radha Rani is Radha Raman. Is that true?
जो कृष्ण राधा रानी के साथ we had.
She's right.
Yeah.
This is my style of confusing her. Be confident. If you know something, say yes. Don't get, just say yes. I'm trying to confuse you. Yes, she's right. Ram here means Radha Raman. Radha Ramaniti Ramaha. Krishna who gave pleasure to Radha Rani. And that's why his name is Ram. So Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the Mahamantra to serve Krishna under the guidance and shelter of Shri Radharani. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Gaur. Shri Radharani ki. Any question? Yes, Devi.
My question is, Radha and Krishna are one. Why they are? Why Radha Rani is so attractive? Kind of loving yourself.
Hmm?